Alrighty, there we go. Good afternoon, everybody. A little crooked here. Welcome back to the stream here. I certainly hope you guys are doing great today, because I'm not doing too bad myself. And my camera does not want to cooperate with me today. That's better. So today we're going to be back in some Factorio. I know you guys, some of you guys joined me. Actually, quite a few people joined me on Wednesday for the Planet Coaster stream, and that was great. And now today we're playing some Factorio. I'm already loaded up in the game. I actually was trying to remember what I was doing last time, because I don't remember, but I actually do remember now. I remembered that I didn't have the game set up properly on the game capture. There we go. There we go. Good as new. Hey John, what's going on? So we're back here in Factorio. You can see here I've got... I remember what we were doing now. We were actually trying to set up our uranium mining. So I was actually setting up the train to run automatically. I'm just trying to play around with a few settings here. So we wanted to do the fluid at or greater than or equal to 50,000. So that's 2 train cars full. And I wanted to add an item count. That should be an for uranium ore. Do we want to do uranium ore? I think maybe uranium ore. Do we want to process it here? I don't know yet. It might actually be fuel rods that we are probably one of those two. Actually, might be that is equal to 0. A little more complex on this one, but I want to take the train up. This is fully fueled, correct? It is great. I'm going to take it up to the uranium mine to see what's going on up there and what we need to start setting up there to really get uranium flowing back here. And it actually probably would be a little bit easier if I actually just process the uranium up here. Because if you guys have never played this game or have dealt with uranium very much, uranium comes in 2 forms. It's uranium-235 and uranium-238. They are isotopes of one another. But you need both to create a power source. One's a little more rare than the other one. I think it's the 238 is a little more rare than 235. So you have to you gotta try to find a way to get both, and it can be a little difficult. So right now we want to set up only a couple things. We'll actually need the mines themselves, which I don't have any currently, but I think I can build a few. We'll build 4 of them. And then you can kind of see what our first issue is once we do that. So we'll place it down here. You can see here that's just a normal mine, but when we actually move it over uranium, it becomes a little bit different mine. So this mine actually is going to need sulfuric acid to actually mine any ores out. And, you know, John, this is it can be a little bit of a complex game, but once you kind of figure it out, it kind of all flows into one another, so it's not too awful bad. We got some turrets active, but I don't think they're actually in our bases yet. Because really what we want to do is we wanted to actually use uranium to actually power our base, because it is getting to the point that we're having some issues with power. So let's get the conveyor belt running to there. So there we go. So the first thing we need, we're going to have to get our... Mix up my tea a little bit more here. We're going to have to get our sulfuric acid off of our train and into our mining drills over here. Let's see here. I'm going to need some sort of pump. So I can build 3 pumps. Looks like I'm going to need some more engines, which is okay for right this second. Where did I put the pumps at? Go. So we want to do this. They shoot. Hold on. There. I have to rotate them, won't I? No, I won't, because technically since they don't have power yet, they won't extend, and that's okay. So we're going to run power out to here. So let's get the big electrical poles. We'll need quite a few of those. We'll grab a couple of the medium ones as well, because the medium ones do have a little bit better range of effect on them. I'm going to jump back in the train here, just so that get a little bit of protection. Come on. I actually thought about making a crafter just for power poles. Oop, that's not good. Where is that being? Ooh, it's up in Northern Ironfield. I'm just going to take... Ooh, boy. That's not good. I'll have to go up there to see and make sure that that's going okay. It doesn't sound like right now it is. Alright, let's me actually hop out of the train really super quick. We run our power up to there. That'll cover 2 of those. I'll need 2 more of them, at least. Probably more than that, but that is okay. Oh. Put one there, and I can put one. Yeah, I can put one here. That should be able to cover all that, and then let me jump back in here. Start heading this way. Start actually placing our power lines down. And yeah, it seems like it's a little easier. Oop, that's what I wanted to do. If I use the train itself, it's pretty easy to place down these power poles. Just place them parallel to the tracks. Not too difficult. Can't go quite full throttle, but you know it's not bad. Let's see here, right there. I've noticed a lot of people have been saying that they find this game a little challenging, and I guess you could say that. I mean, to me, I mean, I'm a kind of a big fan of challenging games. Kind of like, you know, it's not quite straightforward. You have to kind of figure out a few things or try to make things. It gives you kind of a flexibility to be a little more creative and to try to think through problems a little bit differently. And I kind of like stuff like that. Let's see here. Put one there. All right, we're out of the power poles. Try a couple more real quick. Grab a drink. Good cold brew sweet tea. Not bad at all. Right there. And then next one is going to be right there. Right there. Ooh, this might be a little bit tricky. Oop. Right there. We'll have to do it on the other side of the lake here. The little pond. It's really a lake. It's more of a pond. Alright, we need a couple more. But we're almost back at base, so I don't think we'll need 2 off them anymore. As a matter of fact, let me jump out of the train here and see if... Oh, I can run it right there. Perfect. So now that we've done that, also we're going to need... While we're here, let's grab 3 engine parts. We've got some more research done. What do we want to work on now? Maybe lasers? Let's do that. So while we're here, we're going to do 2 things. Number one, I want to jump on the iron train just to make sure that everything's okay about the iron field. Because that didn't look like it was doing very well. And number 2, I want to go ahead and grab some engine components while we're here. If I can figure out, if I remember where we're actually building them. And I think they were down here. That's all ammo. There's an engine component. There's an engine. I need 3 of them. So if they follow along here, wrap around there. There's 1. There's 2. And there's 3. All right. 3 more pumps. That'll take care of those. Yeah, John, honestly, this 3, 4, 5, 6. That should be good. This just took time. It's like, this looks very complex, and it is, but you gotta remember, this is like stream 6, maybe, of us doing this stream, so it's been 18 or 19 hours that I've spent building this up. Let's go ahead, we'll jump into this train here, and let's send it going to the Northern Iron Field. And to maybe this is just me. I've always liked, you know, machinery and stuff like that, and I'm watching it work like that and stuff like that. When you get it all kind of compacted and there's no, like, it's as efficient as it can be. It looks amazing to me. Maybe that's just me. All right, what do we got up here that we had some damage? Let's see here. These walls were damaged. Kind of to see where they were attacking from. I'm just wondering if maybe they were using spitters. And that's not me using incorrect term of spiders. They actually have some spitting bugs up here that they can actually spit like acid and stuff like that at people. Not ideal, I'll be honest with you, but you know, it does happen. I really should get back into iRacing too. I have to look that up when I get some time here. But no, yeah, I don't know. I think it just takes some time. If you're willing to put time into a game like this, it can become very easily. And but it does take that kind of initial investment of wanting to play this game, and it can be a little bit of a daunting task, I would say. And then also, this is like the first real major playthrough I've ever played of this game, and there's a lot to learn still, even for me. And that's why I wanted to do it on stream, because it's a legitimate first look at this game. You know, I've played a little bit on, like, you know, just trying to learn the game. I have another playthrough going kind of parallel with this one. What concerns me, though, is that these are not connecting to there. Maybe it just needs the pipes connecting it? Or need a storage tank to hold this stuff. So hopefully the storage tanks will be enough. That's 3 of them. I don't know if that will be enough, but we'll see. Oh, John, that's up to you. You can. It's like if you are, you know, I'd say once again, some people, this is not their game. This is not their style of game or anything like that. And for people like me, I actually really like games like this. So, all right, why is this not connecting? It's got plenty of power. Did I do this wrong? Hold on. Ah, it's not close enough. That could be why. Alright, why is this not pumping this out now? Those are all storage tanks. Alright, I'm just a bit confused on why this isn't working. I can understand why these aren't working, because they don't have power. But these down here should work just fine. Do I have the wrong pumps there, is the question. Alright, let's send this guy to the uranium mine. And send him back to here. Let's see where they line up here. Hold on. Stop. Manual. Hold on. I want to add a weight condition. Fluid count for sulfuric acid is 0. And item. We'll also do inactivity of 2 minutes. I think that should work. So let's get this train back to the uranium mine. Oh, there it goes. I don't know why it wasn't doing that before. I do need to move this pump, though. Where'd the pump go? There's the pump. We'll need some power. Alright. some of this going again. There we go. So now these are starting to fill up with sulfuric acid, which is a good thing in this case. We will need to grab some underground pipage. So essentially what I'm doing, I'm trying to run as many underground pipes to this place as I can. Because something like that. So I want to leave it one short. And let's grab a couple of those pipes. Got the lasers finished now. Do landmines, why not? Do there and there. So now we've got our refinery finally up, or our mines finally going. So we're now producing uranium. But that uranium now needs to go into a centrifuge. So the centrifuge process is very... So we're going to probably need two of those. And if you can see here, we need 100 advanced components and 100 concrete. That's a lot. So what I'm going to let these guys completely drain. Create one more. Now this will be able to hold 2 train loads of... nope, crap. Sulfuric acid. So I think that will be probably the best idea. There we go. We'll probably use a lot more. Oh, sure. Hit Alt. There we go. CSG. Yeah, it looks. I think that'll work. That works a little bit better. But more death. You're welcome. So yeah, essentially this is just getting our sulfuric acid up to our iron mines. We're gonna have to go back to our main base though, and get our get some more parts to get. We'll probably at least need 2 centrifuges, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, we got another researcher done. Let's go ahead and or was that refined flammables? That seems like a good idea. So that's what we're trying to work. I would probably want to try to get at least 2 of those. I think later on you actually can get one that's a little bit different than that. That allows you to that allows you to actually try to refine more of the U-238. But this is why I wanted to create this box here, just so that we have some spare ones we can use later, because I knew we were going to use them. The other thing I wanted to grab is I do have a concrete plant set up somewhere. Here it is. Actually, it's rather useful. Alright, so now what do we need to create those centrifuges? We need the iron gears, because we don't have the iron plates to do so. I can probably go snag some gears from somewhere. Like right here. Is there another place? This might be a little bit better. Let's try not to grab the copper. Exciting gameplay. Watch me hold the F button down. I'm up to 67. Not ideal. Because we are running low on the... Well, not really low on iron, but I can grab just a bunch of iron too, and we can just create the gears ourselves. We're finding... This research is going by pretty quick, which I figured with all these research machines going, I imagine that would probably be the case, but that is fair. Let's see. Oh, combat robotics. Ooh, you know, we need to get into that too. Let's focus on the iron mine first, but apparently we also can do like flying robots, or like robots that help us, and that would be amazing. We can actually build 2 centrifuges. It is going to take us 1,000,000 gears. Not years. Gears. I know I had that in my head correctly. Let's take on the rest of the plant to make sure everything's still flowing okay. Seems like everything's still working okay. We might have to expand our sulfur extraction. I think we only have like 1 maybe making sulfuric acid right now, which I know we're going to need quite a bit more. That's solid fuels. There's my plastics. Where are we creating sulfuric acid at? There's the tanks for it. Probably right here. I mean, we have not even close to being where we need to be on it. But what we could do, while These are actually building pretty quick. I'm actually kind of surprised. Let's build another chemical plant while we're waiting here. And then we can actually just hook the sulfuric acid out from here. It'll need sulfur somehow, but we can probably even get it from here. We'll use a... we can use one of the purple arms here. The filtered ones. We can even run... Actually, we might even put it right here, which actually might be the best way to do it. We can pull sulfur from here. We can literally just have it pop out here and fill into these tanks. And the water we can get from there. That might be the best way to do that. Let's get the chemical plant down then. And it's already got power there. So there is that. That looks pretty good. We need to tell it to make sulfuric acid. Ooh, it also needs steel plates. We can do that though. We just need a splitter and a bunch of conveyor belts. While we wait on that, we can also let's actually do there. So we'll have to move our power just a little bit. We'll move it up over here. So there is that. Let's grab some pipes here as well. Get the water out and the sulfuric acid out. And then is these the iron plates, which we can bring in from here, I believe. Maybe. Unless I messed that up. Which would be unfortunate if I did. So let's go ahead and grab the splitter. Put it there. And then run this along here. Ah, that might be an issue. Alright, what we can do, we'll bring that back to here. Let's redo the water line. We'll do it from here to here. And we'll put a nice S curve in there. Just so that we can get that to there, and then we can actually bring that pipe to there. Now we have one spot we can bring in our iron from, which will work just fine for me. I have to turn that one there, but that is just fine. Go. There we go. So now we've got iron to both places. We'll need to get some more power over here. Let's move this power pole to there. So now both of them's going. Looks pretty good. Producing more sulfuric acid as fast as we can. Looks like actually it might be our sulfur that's actually kind of holding us back a little bit. Turn the way. What is? We need petroleum and we just need water. Petroleum we can get from here, which looks like we've got plenty of it. You want to create another one really quick while we're here? Let's do that, because I don't want to run out of sulfur. I mean, sulfur is kind of a important thing now that we're mining uranium. So let's go ahead. Our centrifuge is there. Let's grab the chemical plant once it pops up. There we go. We'll hook it up to, I guess, there. That'll work. Grab some pipes. And I want you to create sulfur, which we need water. Bring it right there, and bring these guys to there. And now that should be producing... Oh, because I did... Oh, you've got to be kidding me. They're backwards. Well, I guess we can do it this way. Use a few more pipes that way, but I guess that'll work. Now we're producing sulfur from there. Now, if... I really want to get rid of this. It's kind of annoying to me. If we do this and this, we need an underground belt. We'll need a couple more of the conveyor belts. We'll bring this out there. Bring that to there, and then we can do a tunnel underneath to there. And there we go. We got a nice full load of sulfur now flowing. We got two things going. I think that'll help a lot, especially with the sulfur production. At least I think it will. It is draining it as fast as they can put it in, which is not usually great. That means we're running low on, or we're kind of waiting on it to do whatever we need to do. But let's see here. We got 40. Oh, we only have. Well, it's not great. We might have to bump that up even more next time. Why does this have coal in it? It shouldn't have coal in it. All right, let's head. Let's jump back in this guy. And let's head over to the uranium mine. We are here at the iron mines. Let's go ahead and make sure let's get some more. So it looks like they are, well, they're probably not, yeah, let's say they probably have plenty of sulfuric acid because there's nothing that it can do from here. Let's just bring this straight down. We'll bring our, we'll bring our centrifuges here. Put them there. I think that'll work just fine. Ooh, maybe not. Let's actually do this and bring that to there. Alright, we're just rearranging the power just a little bit to make this a little more efficient. There we go. Now we'll go ahead and process uranium at both places here. See, now it'll load up with iron. Now it does split iron into the two isotopes, the 235 and the 238. But now we need to get a out for both of them. I really don't know how I'm going to do this. I'm sorry, the U235 is a little more rare one. And we need both of those for creating energy shields now. To create fuel cells. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to do a fast inserters out. And then those two, actually let's create a little more of a buffer. And those two are actually going to meet in the middle here. I'm going to need some more of these guys. Actually, you know what? Let's do this. Turn. There we go. So we got a little bit of a buffer area for this stuff. We need to get some more power over here. There we go. So now that can start loading. It's like, to me, I don't care what goes into that chest there. So essentially what I'm going to do is I'm going to have one inserter here. They're just going to place everything into this chest over here. Let's see. We'll do that. Place into, that's not the right chest. That's the right chest. Let's actually move that down to there. And so now we can see that this is starting to fill up with U238. And then I can pull from here into, I think, does it have to be in a crafter? Let's look at the fuel cell. Cool, looks like it's going back, which is great, you know. I'll have to get a ride back, but I can dispatch the train back to me. Figure out how to create these spent results. Looks like I can just craft them from where I need iron too. That kind of throws a wrench into the plans there. Do we bring iron up here? Is there a close iron place around here? There's one right there. There might be more over here, but I don't really feel like I don't know. I mean, really, this train is just dropping off sulfuric acid. That's all it's pretty much doing. I'm wondering if it might be easier. Oh, that's an issue. Hold on. I'm wondering if it might be easier if we bring the uranium back to actually back to the main base first, unrefined like that. I mean, fair enough if this was, you know, actual technology. This would be a terrible idea to bring uranium ore like this across, but oh well. We're gonna need a lot more conveyor belts like this. go. And for those two centrifuges, I am going to need quite a bit more. Let's see here. 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. So let's go ahead and get these guys loading. Let's actually turn them back to manual mode just for this second here. So I'm going to create the buffer system like I did in the other ones. I highly doubt this will be as used because I don't think we'll need that much iron, or we don't need that much. We don't have as much uranium as we do iron, so I don't think it'll be used as much as the other ones are. But I still think that'll work just fine. Creates at least a small buffer system for these guys that allows, so if the train's gone, we can still load stuff up into these bins and take them off the conveyor belt over here. Alright, let's do this. Turn this down like that. Then bring this across to there. Bring that power to there, rotate that around. So now this thing is full of uranium. Actually, go ahead and do we already grab that from there? We did. I'm going to just throw it in here. That's totally empty now. Let's also go ahead, while we're up here, we have the materials to create 2 more. Let's go ahead and create 2 more. It's going to need quite a bit more drills. And if we have just a bunch of this lying around, let's just go ahead. I mean, each one of these tanks is holding 20,000 each, so why not bring up a couple more miners like that? Go. So hopefully now that because I want to keep both these centrifuges going as much as I can. We'll see how that really goes. What are we actually low on to get? We need more iron. Oh, that's not good usually. Alright, let's head back to the main base. I think we'll need to eventually get some more drills up here. I'll switch that back to automatic. I'm wondering about something though. Okay, so as long as they're loading, shoot. As long as they're loading uranium there, it actually will reset that. So let's do this. Let's do an or. We'll have it so it's going to sit there for 2 minutes, or once the fluid goes to 0, that's probably when it will. But I've got a feeling it will load as much as it can up into that when it's there, so I'm not too concerned about that. But I do want to see how our sulfur is going though, because it looks like it's pretty much bleak at best. So I think we will need to create another sulfur creating plant. You can see here we're already starting to, got a lot of gaps in here, and I don't want to really, I guess kind of the goal is not to have any of those. This is actually just a line we had just to make explosives, which we need some more steel down here, which I will work on a little bit later. Don't really need that there then. That should work. I can put another one here. I think that'll work. Let's place another chemical plant. We can only build one more, so we're kind of in luck, but I think we're going to be out of pipes. So let's go run and grab some more iron while we're here thinking about it. There's our solid fuel lines. Looks like they're doing great. Don't have to worry about coal burning for our power anymore. So we're going to grab some more pipes. that's not what I wanted. Let's turn over here. And let's actually get our chemical plant up and going here. Alright, so we'll have to have it out somewhere for this stuff. If I do it here, let's do it there. Let's do power to there. Sulfur, so we need the water in the near one here, which is not good because it won't let me do that. So let's try that again. We'll at least place it one more away. Why I'm doing that? There. Do it there. That's the wrong place anyways. Third time's the charm. Go. And so now we need to get, I need some water to the, there we go. So water to the top one and fuel to the bottom one. If I do something like this, hold on, I've got an idea here. If I do something like this, you're gonna help me here. So I might want to run the water over the top here. See, a lot of people don't like doing this. They have to kind of think of how they want to do something, and they have to kind of plan ahead a little bit. Well, I kind of like doing something like this. But the problem is now is that I don't know if this. Oh, I can do it there and not have to worry about the whole one there. All right, there we go. So now we're producing even more sulfur. I'm wondering if I get rid of this tank here. I know it's a little bit of a stretch. Bring those pipes back, and then move this one to there. My headset is going crazy right this second, and I have no idea why. See, maybe it's because the receiver from my wireless headset is behind my phone. I can finally calm down. I don't know what it was doing there. Maybe I was wrong. One more pipe. Now that we've moved that out of the way, we can actually just bring a straight conveyor belt from here. I actually can't do it that close, but you get the idea. We can actually just bring one into there. Actually, I don't want... Actually, it doesn't matter. Okay. Because the way I have my conveyor belt set up, it does kind of matter what side it's put on. But I think I actually fixed that earlier. Double check though. Because all of them come up to here and then all get pushed on that one belt. So even if the new one, it puts on the right side anyways, looks like. Hold on. Oh, it needs iron. Crap. No, it doesn't. Hold on. It needs petroleum. Are we out of petroleum? Or did I do something that cut my petroleum off? Ah, I did cut the petroleum off. Alright, well, I can fix that. Probably the best way to fix it, though, is kind of the issue. I think actually might be an underground conveyor belt. Might be the best way. Do this there, and then bring pipes across. There we go. Right, so it's bringing on the right side anyway, so it doesn't really matter how we do that one. And we can even put a couple more down this way if need be. I think we're still running a little low on sulfur. This headset is giving me fits right now. Hold on, let me reset it. Why it's doing this. Go. It's like it keeps disconnecting from the receiver. Why? I have no idea. But that's kind of on it. So it looks like now it's pretty much getting what it wants sulfur-wise. A little concerned that, well, I guess up here we really didn't need the sulfur anyways. It was just kind of going to waste. So down here at least it's being used as need be. It seems like most of it is getting snagged up as fast as it can be. So that's kind of what I'm looking for. Alright, so we got that kind of taken care of. The next thing we really need to kind of worry about is getting some walls around our base up north. And also... kind of just defending it, really. The problem is I need to get some stone bricks. I have plenty of. It's not like I am running low on stone bricks. But this train is still sitting here because it's lacking the... It can usually fill one train, but it can't fill another one. So for right now, also, I want to bring these off of here. We'll do a stack one. It's going to take a little bit more to get the stack one, but stack one should at least unload a little bit faster. And for what little ore I suspect in here will happen, I think we'll be okay. But we'll see. You know what? We probably should grab a second one. Because knowing my luck, it would be... we would actually start filling up, you know, 2 of the cars, and one of them would just be overflowing with uranium. The other one would just be empty. Alright. That way. Needs power. But not have power there? It does not. Alright, would actually be there. We took 3 things and it unloaded 11, so it's not terrible. And it is going to take its sweet time trying to create that advanced circuit. I don't know why it does that. It drives me a little bit crazy sometimes. There we go. So there's that one, and then we'll get a stack inserter. Go there. All right. Now we can actually hitch a ride back on this train here. Also, while we're waiting, let's go ahead and start creating some walls. I don't know how many walls we'll need. I know it's quite a bit. Let's head to the uranium mine. Also, while we're up there, we can probably actually create a couple more drills as well. Let's create 4. It'll get us up to 10. That should be a good amount. I'm trying to get a... What's our power usage? I'm trying to get a click on a power line. There we go. I wish I got plenty of power, so not too concerned about that. See here, what are we up to here? We got a decent amount there, actually. No of the special ones yet, which is a bit of a bummer, but you know, something we do probably need here eventually. There we go. Got us to 100 walls so far. Not bad. It looks like all this is pretty much just the uranium, the 238s to the 235s. Do that there. And then we'll need to do one there. Get the conveyor belts run really quick. We're 1 short, of course we are. And one more. We'll get the power up to the top 2. We'll have our uranium. I think this actually might be the biggest uranium mine I've built in the game so far. So kudos to that. Go. What's this guy? It's still a healthy amount still, so. What I'm kind of concerned about, well, not really, because it looks like that's already full and we still have some in the containers. So I don't see why that... Alright, so it's starting to stack up a little bit, so I think those helped quite a bit. So those should never run out of uranium to process now. I'm wondering, however, because this does take quite a bit of time, can we actually build some speed modules for this thing? I know it's kind of metaphorical. I know we can build speed modules. So there is that. They're quite expensive, but I think we can do it. Is there another? We actually can't. We have to build speed module 2. What does that take to build? That might be a little hard. I bet you though we could get. We need 4 of them essentially, and we could do that pretty easily. But while while we're here at least, let's go ahead and put the walls up. We might have to cut a few trees down here. Just cutting a few of these around here. You know what? Let's actually plan where our walls are going to go first. And cut our trees as need be. So I'm going to probably run it down here somewhere. Really don't need all this wood, but you know, sometimes you just gotta cut what you need to. There we go. So we at least got most of the base surrounded. We'll have to do a little notch out here just to make sure the entire train station's covered. Start building some more walls here. Myself a little bit of room too, just in case I want to. Well, number one, I need to put some turrets in here still, but just in case I want to expand this at all, or expand the train out any, I can still do that as well. So 128, not too shabby at all. Yeah, I thought the 300 walls was going to be. It seems like a lot, but. We're about halfway through them already, so and we don't need to build any more. All right, there we go. Let's build some gates really quick too while we're here, just so we can block that off. At least now we know that the base is somewhat safe against attacks, or at least if a bug attack did happen, I can. I'd have at least a little bit of an alert that says, "Hey, you're being attacked." I think that'll work out pretty well. So there is that. Walk over here. It does open. Cool. What else did I want to do? I think really I'm ready to go back. But these things are still trying to unload the sulfur. Still got plenty of uranium to process. So let's do here. And we're going to head to the main base. So essentially my next goal for this is to try and get some speed modules for the centrifuges so that we can try and get that processing as fast as we can. Number one, I want to look at my research because it looked like my research was not going as fast as it was because it looks like it's missing the black beakers. So why are we missing black beakers? Our black beakers are built down here. What are we missing down here? We're missing the red ammo. Why are we missing red ammo? We don't have steel. Why are we missing steel? The voice is starting to go away a little bit. Alright, where are we producing steel at? We're producing steel over here. So it's kind of heading down this way, down through here. Because it's getting snagged up by all the engine manufacturing that we're doing. Well, that's an issue. Why does this guy stop producing? Right, I don't know why that guy was not producing any steel, but alright. I think it was frozen there. We really need to produce more iron, which I'm thinking it might be time to start looking to... I know we had talked about it before my break, but I know we talked about actually building a larger iron refinery. Let's go ahead and move this guy. Oh, I want to move the power pole, please. Thank you. Oh, that won't work. So you know what? It might be easier if I did this. I mean, you can even see here we're running off of the original electric poles and everything here still. So it's not ideal from what we're doing. We're getting attacked at the iron field again. But I think right here might not be the worst place to do so. We talked about actually using iron furnaces here. We need advanced circuits, which we have plenty of. So let's go ahead and start building these things. I know they're going to take a while, but you know, it should be okay. Repair that pole really quick here. Plenty of advanced. We almost have another 200 there. I'm also, I kind of wanted to wait to see what because we're I can't remember. I lost my train of thought. That's not good. Oh, speed circuits, or the what do they call them? Speed modules. I kind of want to wait until we get number 2. I know that seems like a lot of work for. It's going to be a lot of work to get those because we need quite a bit of stuff to actually get that to work properly. But I think we can get it done. I think we just need to. They might just be a little bit longer on those, but that is okay. You know what? I'm wondering if it might just be easier for me. Let's cancel all the furnaces. I'm going to create a level 2 here, and I'm just going to throw all the materials into a bin here. So all the steel we need, plastic, sulfur, advanced circuitry, the copper probably needs that. So yeah, I'm just going to throw it all into there. I'm going to need quite a bit of, you know, just other materials. So I'm going to grab some more copper. I have plenty of. Almost have that one filled. Switch this guy back over to there. Where's our iron bin at? It's over here. Doo-doo-doo. So we have plenty of that now, so let's go ahead and create a fast inserter. And we'll need a fast out as well. So essentially what I'm going to do here is I'm going to put down this guy and tell it, so if it'll actually let me do this, I could be wrong about this, to build me my electric furnaces. It will let me do that. Awesome. Alright, so I was going to need some bricks as well, so let's load that up on bricks. And realize that I put it in the wrong place. Alright, well, not ideal, but alright. So I need power. There we go. I want you to build the electric furnace. Ooh, that's an issue. It needs advanced circuits. So really, I don't need any of the. I don't need any of the raw material, like this stuff. Well, it needs the brick, doesn't it? Let's keep the brick in there. And it needs the steel. So none of that, and it needs the advanced circuits. Let's go run and grab a bunch of those. So now this should allow me to pretty much, I'll just take them from here. But this should allow me now to upgrade, actually get a better line for our iron processing going. So I think I'm going to actually start them over here. Let's do something like that. I already have oh, holy cow, I have 4 now. This is, actually, wait a moment on that guy. We have 1 more being built. Okay with that. So that'll give us, what, 8 total? That's a lot. Alright, so we're going to need a bunch of the inserters. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 3, 4, 5, 6. Ooh, we only built 7. Alright, well, use them on the other side then. But we'll need some more power poles. And I know for a fact this is going to suck our power down. But at the same time, I kind of plan on starting to take some of these guys out of commission as well. So it won't just be... it'll kind of... It probably won't equal out, but I do kind of plan on removing some stuff from the grid as well, just to help kind of cope with the new power needs that we have. Alright, let's grab some of the iron. Oh, well, that'll work. Actually pretty efficient at actually doing iron as well, so it's always cool to see. I need 6 more. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then we can use these as our outs now. Now here, the fun part's going to be trying to figure out how in the world to connect the out for these guys to the rest of the iron producing areas. I also think we might need to reroute this conveyor belt, just so that it meets up over here with this guy. How much does this have left? It has 6,000 left. I'm going to get rid of it, which I know is a lot of iron to say no to, but it's getting to the point where it's like, all right, this needs to be rerouted there and across. Take one of these. Now we get rid of the other one there. So as the train unloads, it's got a little bit longer journey to actually get to... I need one more of these guys. I need a bunch more conveyor belts and some more power poles. Let's get the power poles going first, and get the conveyor belts going next. All right, let's do this and that. And that right there. More for down here. That way. Alright, so where does this actually come out? I know this is, hang on here. Can I bring... This is the backside of something. Ah, this is the backside of the iron plate. That's what I was hoping for. Can I... highly doubt I can. But I'm wondering if I can actually bring... this. But hold on, why is our things that they're not? Oh, they don't have sulfur. Oh, some of these actually do need sulfur. Ooh, that's a bit of an issue. All right, we're out to focus on that here. That's why I was kind of curious why our research all of a sudden just kind of slowed down. That would make sense. Alright, so we can't run our conveyor belt there. I gotta figure out how to thread the needle through here somehow. Can we... Hold on. It goes right there. Well, what would happen if we just start getting rid of... If we got rid of this coal line here. Essentially, they're just feeding the iron. You know what? I think we can do that. Let's go ahead and start getting rid of these guys here. So essentially, I'm just getting rid of the old stuff that we talked about doing. And putting into the newer stuff. However, hopefully, I can figure out a way now. Trying to figure out why I had iron ore going down there, but that makes sense. So I'm trying to think if we can get rid of this coal line here. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. I just want to move that one back. So that's feeding other things that are still using the coal. I can do something like that, though. My headset's going crazy again. But that means I can probably do something like... Well, it doesn't look like much. That might give me enough right there to bring this across to here. And if I can do that, which I can, like that, and then... Go that far. We need probably at least two more of those. So I'll need to bring it from here to there. And connect that up. I probably will just bring it across here. Like that. Go. Now we just gotta build. This is just to connect the dots now, which is a lot simpler than I thought it would be. This is one of the things, though, is when you upgrade stuff like this, it can get a little hectic. There we go. We got iron flowing again from our new processing facility, because, my lord, look at all the iron that's being processed. That is quite a bit. Now, eventually, we're going to have to cut this off, like right here. Well, we'll have to cut it off probably. Actually, we'll just turn it. And so it'll go into here, because the rest of this is just feeding the iron ore plants themselves. Alright, so what I'm going to do, actually, I'm going to cut it off here. And we are officially going to say that our old iron facilities are pretty much being shut down. And we're going to start ripping them up, release the conveyor belts and everything. So they'll give us a little bit more room. Also give us some extra conveyor belts to do so. You got to do this eventually. I mean, this is kind of one of those things where it's like, yeah, you have to do this to kind of progress. And it's going to leave us a lot of room in the middle here to do stuff too, which is awesome. So I'll go ahead and start taking off some of these guys offline here. I also want to make sure, ooh, there is a bit of an issue with this. This needs iron, but there's no iron going up to it. So let's go ahead and bring a splitter into here. We'll run a conveyor belt straight up to there. Let's do that. That'll work. I have to start switching it again, even though they both kind of meet up here, so it doesn't really matter. I just taking two different routes to the same place, I guess, kind of thing. Alright, so these are still unloading the iron here. These guys are done, though. That is empty. These guys are... Take them off there. There is no more iron to process. It's going to come down this way. Nothing in that one, nothing in that one, and nothing in that one. Alright, so there it is. Our old iron facility is now gone. We will need to also create an electrical one here eventually, because that's going to run out of coal here shortly. So let's go ahead and over here, what is this thing? Oh, it needs the inserter back. Let's do that. Let's go ahead and create probably two, maybe three, that just does steel. And I think we can just put those back in the same spot we had them. That'll allow us to should be, and then one more is being created. We'll maybe do two. Stop that for now. Since we don't need the coal, that'll give us the extra room we need from the conveyor belt that we need, because I think these are actually these are slightly bigger than the old furnaces are, so kind of makes sense. Right, let's run over here, and we're going to need start ripping up these guys here. And while I could eventually, I could just run another conveyor belt for coal over here. I kind of want to get away from coal right now for processing. it shouldn't be too hard either. So honestly, these guys are not producing much iron right now, or not much steel, I should say. Let's get rid of these guys. I'll just go ahead and nuke all of them. Get rid of the coal line there. Let's go ahead and pull these up too. Bring that down one more. Straight across to there. And we'll get at least 3 of them. Probably 1, 2, and I can reroute this water line here. So I can put a 3rd one in here. I think that's going to be nice. So we all do inserters in here as well. And outs as well. Alright, there we go. That should have our steel back going again. But I do notice that we are still not producing a lot of iron plates. And I think we need to fix that, because if not, it's going to really kind of hinder the rest of our stuff here. So we've got plenty of inserters now, so we can actually do the ins and outs of the iron here. So that'll add 2 more to it. I mean, we're already producing a lot of iron already, but it's just to the point where we need to process more. We have the availability. I mean, you can look up here, the train is still have stuff on it because it's so full. But if you look back through here, I mean, iron is still going strong over here. It splits though, and once it splits, it gets a little, well, it's a lot less, I'll be honest with you. I'm wondering though, if maybe I should actually run the splitter somewhere else. So let's attach it to there. Actually do something like this. Erase all that. We'll rotate this like that. And what I'll do, put that there, run the splitter here. So now all the iron plates come up to here, and then they split there. So there's a little less junction there. Hopefully more come over here now. It's kind of the idea, at least. Get all 3 steel plants going here, at least. That might be helpful. Because really, this is just producing... they're producing circuitry, essentially. They don't need a whole lot of iron plates, but we do need some still. Right, I think we can go ahead and start actually adding a few more over here. I just heard the little buzzer go off saying that we do have research done. Let's get that next speed module going. But I think the next thing, once we get our kind of iron situation figured out, I think, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We do 3 or 4 more. We have the power for it, so we'll do probably 3 more, and we can just kind of bump this out a little bit so we have more going through here. Kind of the problem, though, is that I don't have... I've kind of noticed that. So a lot of these actually have just plates sitting in here. Not really doing much, which is not ideal. Prefer to have them out on the belt somewhere. It might be actually more conducive if we actually split this belt and ran a line of... oh shoot, I broke 7. That's not ideal. Alright, well, let's do this. Do a line of them over here. And then what we can do, I'm just trying to think what I wanted to do from this point. A bunch more of these guys. It'll place them on the other side of the belt at this point, so that we have 2 sides of steel going. I think that will be quite a bit more helpful than what we're doing now. So let's do that. Let's get the splitter going here. Run this down to there and across like that. Let's get the inserters going here. I we're going to need probably 3 more. Yeah, we'll need 3 more. There's 1, 2, and 3. We're going to need power now to all this. That's probably the best way to do that one. We need probably 2 more. 1 for there, and 1 for there. So now hopefully, that's not quite doubled our, hit the thing there. It's not quite doubled our, well, it actually probably has actually greatly increased our iron production. But it's going to use both sides of the conveyor belt there. It should provide us with more iron plates going to different places. So you look through here now, you can see there's just, because we had just the right belt going before. Now we have, I mean, this has got a full belt now. It's just sitting there waiting for these to actually process the iron to steel. So that's a good thing to see. Yeah, you can kind of tell right when it hit. It's like it's starting to flow a lot better now, which is good. I want to make sure we have plenty of everything going through here. Set that. Also, what also kind of concerns me though is there's not enough iron getting down here. Maybe that will work itself out. I don't know. But right now, because I'm kind of at the end of where I can build furnaces. I'll have to bump that out a little bit more. Where are we getting attacked from? Still, the northern iron fields are still getting attacked pretty good. We might have to put another turret up there, or maybe some more walls. Maybe we have to go up there with a tank and clear out some more nest. But now you can kind of see, though, we're starting to get gaps in our iron production, because we're probably not producing enough iron, or that there's not enough being pulled off. Well, there's plenty of being pulled off the train here. I think we're just processing it, or there's where they split it and process it is not ideal. I have an idea. Maybe not. Maybe I do. All right, let's try this. If I rotate that to there, and then run that to there, and let it pull from that belt. Okay, productivity's done now. We can move on to advanced. We can do advanced. Advanced is kind of nice. I've not really gotten into that much. I've seen it on my other one, but I haven't quite got there yet. Actually, I want to turn. Actually, you know what? I can actually do it the other way. This and then that. And then there and there. Cool. That'll work. Oh boy. Alright, let's just reload this car up with the iron. You even have just 2 inserters on this side. It's already starting to block up. Block up this side here. So that's a good thing, at least. So yeah, we should have plenty of iron going everywhere now. Yeah, it's starting to stack up both places now again. So I think, at least for now, we're okay. We're probably going to have to at least add 2 more to here. To kind of make it look, I mean, look symmetrical and everything like that. I think we can even use the iron, because if you look up here, let me run up here. I think once both sides of this fills up and both sides of this one fills up, which honestly won't probably be that long, we might have quite an abundance of stuff down here. So we might not have to worry. I mean, it might just take it a minute. It might be, because essentially what it's happening is that we're producing. So if this is how much iron we need, we're producing just above what we need. And so the iron will slowly build up to where it's got like a decent buffer to it. But it might just take it a minute for it to get there. What concerns me, though, is that these guys aren't getting any copper to them. Why is that? So for some reason they said, was copper supposed to be on that line as well? Where is this line going? This is a plastics line, maybe? I'm a bit confused here. Hold on. This is coming straight up to there. Oh crap, did I accidentally cut that line off? It is very possible I did and not realize it. This one, it goes to there. Oh, should have been that. Looks like I might have just accidentally rotated it, and that's why it's having issues. That also might be why we're running low on sulfur, because I'm just being an idiot and didn't realize that accidentally rotated something that I didn't mean to rotate. But I think we do need to produce more sulfur. And if we're really kind of that low on it, I'd prefer to start producing more. But there we go. I think that we've got our... Really, we really don't need that many, all that much coal mine going right now, because really the only thing it's feeding is our locomotives, and it's feeding our copper mines. And it's not even feeding all of our locomotives either, because we have one of them that's running on solid fuel now. Huh. Might have to look into that. Maybe actually just cutting coal off. Well, we can't cut it off permanently, but cutting it down a lot more than it already is. I'm actually get rid of this conveyor belt as well. There we go. We got this whole area now just empty. Which is a bit odd to see, but that's how it happens. Our research is back going again. But let's go down and look at our sulfur production. I know we were working. We did at least one update a little earlier today, but I do want to add a few more on here. But I'm thinking it might be best if we actually just kind of bring it straight down like this, take all this and make it into land, and turn that into our another, at least one more, maybe more sulfur making places, the chemical plants. And I know this looks like a lot of rock, and it is, but if you look here, that's only going to produce 81 land. So it's not a whole lot that it's producing. It takes 20 stone per one piece of land, so not ideal. There we go. Clear that off. There we go. So there we got a nice piece of land now for all this. We can actually put it, maybe even two. It might be get a little tight there, but we can probably at least put one chemical plant down here, just to do. Well, actually, you know what? I bet you if we reverse them, as in, hold on, if we put them going from in, out, left, kind of left to right, I bet you we can put two in here. Let's give it a try at least, because I at least need probably. I bet you we can redo all these plants to make them a little more efficient. Once you produce sulfur, which is water and petroleum, need some more pipes. Like that. Oh, now our oil fields are getting attacked. That's not good either. Alright, let's see here. Is there a better way let's actually rip all this up and kind of redo all of it. I know it seems like a lot and kind of hasty, but you know what? I think since we're, I mean, I think I kind of just threw them in there last time. I think now we can really, you know, organize them a little bit better and get them to fit a little bit easier in here. Let's do something like this. We want all these guys to produce sulfur. And so now, I think what we can do is run pipes straight up and across like that. I've trapped myself in here. Not ideal. Actually, I probably need to go down this way. Let's do... That's not... Oh, that's not going to be good. Alright, now I got to figure this out because... bring that probably back to there. Put that underground to there. Go, and we bring that across, bring that to there. Oh shoot, that's not gonna work because petroleum. Alright, what would happen? We can bring a pipe down, but that's not gonna help me either. So we're gonna have to at least leave one in between each one. Which I really didn't want to do because I had a nice layout here, but oh well, to do that, so let's do that. Let's get these replaced. Does anybody actually... Oh, there they are. It's like anybody actually see them, but maybe I'm just a little blind. There we go. Let's get the sulfur back going here. And then, let's see here. There we go. So let's get that going. We have our petroleum hooked up now. Don't think this is going to work the way I think I can do this. Nope, that's not going to work like that, and that won't work like that. Well, shoot. Alright, well. I might have to get a little creative with this one. At least there's no out we have to have. So at least fluid-wise, there's no outs. So if we... That ain't gonna work. Well, draft. I want to put... to redo all this again. I want to put at least 2 in between each one to do what I'm about to do. Alright, so let's try 1, 2, 1, 2, and then 1, 2. Alright, so now at least we should have the proper spacing. This is not as easy as it looks, I'll be honest with you. Alright, so let's run the pipe, at least the water pipes, back through there. I wish there was another way you can actually say, hey, I wanted to actually use this input and output. Make it a heck of a lot easier. Alright, I want to move this power line here, which I can just move to there. Let's see here, we need some more pipes. A lot more pipes. All the water is hooked up now. Let's see, petroleum, move that one. No big deal. To there. So now this actually just needs the water connection, which I can do back here. Now we have water flowing there. So all 4 are now creating the sulfur we need. Now, second piece of land filling. I want to do that. Now I want to run up here, cut the conveyor belt line off there. And now, if I bring this up to here, and bring this straight down to there, now I can actually use this side as a way out. What also concerns me is I have an odd number of these. That means there's one out there that doesn't have an import, which is a bit concerning to me. But that's not going to work. Crap. hoping that would, I had to put it there. Which, why couldn't I put it there? I have to remove this water line. But I just have to bring all the water pipes. I just trapped myself again. I just bring all the water pipes out one. It's no big deal. A bit of a bigger deal here because I don't really have the room for it. Actually bring the water across there. Make it work. Alright, let's place this down so we know what we need to do. I can do that. That's what I was thinking of. There we go. So now water is flowing once again here. And we can actually bring the water from there. Yep, we can do this. It's all a big puzzle here. There we go. And then do that. So now water's flowing again. Put our there. We'll need to get power to them, unfortunately. But do that. There we go. We got sulfur flowing once again. There we go. So hopefully it's a little more efficient. We actually did add one more too. Also, we actually need to connect it up to the correct one. Let's see here. There's my extra underground piece. So we do that. There we get our sulfur flowing again. Hopefully that means these are a little more efficient at sulfur production than what we were doing. Stronger explosives are now done. Let's go ahead and get follow robot count up by a couple. We're going to have to look into robots here soon, because I think for the purple research beacons, we do need... Maybe not. What do we actually do need to have robot chassis for? And I don't remember which one that is. But I digress. Looks like sulfur's going pretty well now. Maybe not the most ideal, but we're actually kind of running out of room down there. I kind of realized we can maybe put one more down there. Let's take a look here. Looks like that's pretty well filling up. The sulfur plant, at least over there. Same with over here. So it looks like we've got plenty of it waiting there. What concerns me, though, is I don't see the train over here. Let's go see what the train's at. So it's at the uranium mine, so let's do that. Add a wait condition. Time passed. I actually want to make that 2 minutes. So it's going to stay there for 2 minutes no matter what. It should... So it'll say, essentially it will... Wait till all the fluid is drained and it's been 2 minutes. I think that should work. Let's see. Oh, look at that. We actually have some of the 235 here. Alright, I actually need to redo this a little bit. Actually, cargo, which will be this equals 0. Item count. This equals 0. There we go. So essentially now, if you read this, so at the main base for uranium, the fluid has to be at or equal or greater than 50,000, so that's max capacity, and the cargo for your 235 and the cargo for your 238 should be 0. So once all those conditions are met, that'll go, and then it'll go up to the iron mine, of course, or the uranium mine. As you can see here, it's very quickly unloading this as fast as it can. As a matter of fact, let's go ahead and get 2 more inserters for there and there. Let's grab some power for over here, just to help it unload a little bit faster. There we go. So it looks like we actually got 4 uranium ores that we can use. So the next thing we need to make is a fuel rod. So we need some iron plates, some uranium-235, and one uranium-235, and the rest of them is uranium-238. So let's actually start. We'll start. Where are we at? That actually is just. It's actually just south of the base here. So I think we can actually start. We can make our little bit of a uranium refining facility here. I think that'll actually work out okay. So essentially, what we need to do is first need to create a crafter, which I do have a spare one, so we can just place that guy down here. How do I want to do this? Let's do this. I'll make 3 inserters out. Actually, how do I want to do this? I think how I want to do this, because this could very well get stacked up with uranium-235. Or 238, I'm sorry. And that's not ideal, because we need both for this. So while that was maybe a bit slower, I think we might just need to go with the single one there. And that's okay. Let's go to right out into here. We're going to start creating fuel rods, which it will have the materials for, except for the iron, which the iron we can bring. Oh, that's an issue. We need an out for this guy. Because this guy was creating... because this guy needs... Is this guy that needs the copper? Yeah, this guy does. And there's no way for him to get copper right now. Or the copper wiring, at least. That's an issue. Alright, we figure out a way to get that down there. So actually remove all this guy. This also needs copper wiring up here too. What would happen if we just swap those two? So this guy in is just creating these. Which means I can actually do that. Have him start pulling that in. And then this guy would have to produce the copper, which I don't know why then we would need this whole line here. Because then we can just turn it like that. And then we can put the other crafter here. I don't know where that's coming from. Oh, that's why. Now this guy can just go out. But this guy now needs copper wiring. If I actually move him up 1 to there, he can draw copper wiring from there. But now we need copper wiring on this line, so we can do that by doing this in there. But now we need to figure out a way to... Actually, I really don't need this line anymore. I need to get a way to get copper over here. This guy's also going to produce copper wiring. This guy's going to produce that. Can I, in some way, bring a copper line? Like if I split it, let's see. I've got a splitter. If I can split it there, then it gonna work. I'll have to move the coal line, which I can do an underground portion of it. there. And we'll need to do it one more time. Oh, crap. Then you gotta, we'll have to, first of all, do that. And we can't do that. Well, this has turned into a great predicament. Trying to get copper to a place is not as easy as it looks. What if... let's do this. Let's get rid of this power line here. Actually move this one as far as that one will go. If I can move it to there, though. Hold on. If we can move that to there, slide that over, and we add this guy into here. We do our inserters there and there. Both of these guys will be for copper wiring. Start it there, turn, and there. So now we can produce copper wiring again. This guy does not have an out. Nor can I make an out. Some of the difficulties you can kind of find yourself in sometimes. You run out of room, and that's kind of the issue. What if I just did this? Hold on. I do that. And then... oh, I have this underground portion here. That, hold on, this underground portion I know why I have there. Do something like that. Need actually that to get it there. It's going to let me do that. If I can do that, then I can do this and kind of weasel my way up to the place up there. And I can just put the power to there. Now, I need to figure out a way to get copper wiring. Actually, I messed this up. Hold on. Cut it there. Messed this up a little bit. Alright, so actually this needs to go underneath here. Where this is going, but... let's move it back a little bit. There. And this can rotate around to there. I guess what we could do... hold on. Essentially what we need to do... hold on, let me... let's get the next... that one going here. Let's see. I'm trying to think how... I really... this is a bit of a... I'm trying to figure out how to do this. It's a little difficult right this second here. If I do something like that, that'll then put this... ooh, that won't work. And move this one over. Be a little tricky, but that should work there. Put the power back there. That'll still put it on the outside belt here. So it means this one can come straight out like that. Don't know why I need that kink there. If I don't need that kink there... if I don't need that kink there, I can actually move this over. If I can move to there... actually, really, I don't need any of this. If I rotate that up, turn this to there, bring that in... there, and I can bring it to there. If I make circuits here, I need to move this over one. Because then, if I do this, and that, there we go, now we're producing circuits again. It's going on the left side where it needs to go. I've got a little bit of wiring still down here that I need to clean up. There we go. Now that should produce more of the advanced circuitry. And fix the rest of this. Alright, I think I got this worked out again. Because this was what we call a pain in the butt. But I think we got it fixed. At least for right now. We need to put some speed modules on that one. Ooh. Actually, this guy's actually not producing the wiring fast enough, which is a bit surprising. Alright, I think we finally got enough there that I think we're good for now. We can go back to looking at our uranium refining facility up here. So, we need iron up here to get this going again. Yeah, hold on, let me make sure that the blue beakers are being built now. They are, just very, very slowly. Alright, that is at least what I want to see. We got beakers flowing again. Steel. Alright, where can we bring steel up from? Probably right... It might just be easier to cut it right here and then turn it north. Alright, so let's do that. So cut there. Do a loop. Need some underground sections here. To there. And then from there up to there. While tight, it does work. And then go. And there we go. We got plenty of iron up here now. Now we do need an out of sorts here. So now we can start creating our uranium fuel rods. Now we can get into the fun stuff. Because now we actually do have fuel rods actually being developed. We can actually start looking at some nuclear power. I'm going to figure out where that is, though. Bigger question, have I researched it yet? Would be another question. Oh, that might be that actually might be useful. Got some rockets. Really paid attention to this much. We've got actually a lot of new stuff that I haven't really been paying attention to. Those are just power switches. Oh, have we actually unlocked nuclear power? I'm gonna guess we probably have. Oh no, we haven't. That's probably why I can't find it. Maybe start doing that research, guys. That should allow us to start doing some more. Look at this. All of our research back in action. Going crazy on that. Needs 800 though. That's a lot. Hopefully by that time we'll have a lot of fuel rods too. Right now we have 40. Right. A lot of nuclear power. I think we might start. Maybe use this corner here to build our nuclear power facility. I'm hoping that a smaller nuclear facility we can get rid of all this and we can convert it to whatever we need it to be. Let's see here. Let's run it here. Actually, you know what I want to do? I want to take that off there. Put the inserter over here. Let's put a bigger block there. You can move all this steel over there as well. I won't get rid of all of it, but you get the idea. You can see here we got iron for days now, which is awesome. We're producing a lot, and we're even producing ammo and stuff like that. Some gears over here, but really only a lot of gears. But because we got plenty of research stuff going. Looks like we're still kind of falling behind on the at least iron processing on this side. So let's go ahead and actually have them create 2 more guys here. So there's 1 and 2. All right, we can get rid of that one. All right, pick up that chest and that chest. There's already 1 in here. All right, well. So how many do I actually have? I have 4 now. All right, well we wanted to put 2 up, so there we go. Why does that guy not have power? That would be an issue. Let's go ahead and put our inserters in there and there. It's encroaching on the stone mining, but I haven't really had an issue with stone mining yet because we haven't had the need for that much stone. I mean, I think with the advent of our nuclear power, we probably will need more. But right now, I think we're doing okay. And with 2 more iron processors, we should have plenty of iron going through there. And this train is just sitting here waiting for trying to see if there were this train's just sitting here unloading as fast as it can, and it's still having issues keeping up. Looks like we still got ammo still flowing pretty good through there.
I'm having trouble connecting to the internet. Take a look at the help section in your Alexa.
Siri just went off, so I think I have to redo that one, but that's okay. We'll do that later. Alright, so what do we want to work on next? We're still waiting on nuclear power. Did we ever get robotics? I see we're starting to do upgrades for them, but we never actually got personal robots. What do we need to get for these? So we need to get advanced oil processing. Okay. We need the lubricants and then electric engines. And then we can get robotics. Okay then. We might need to start working towards that. I think after nuclear power we will. But, alright. There we go. Also might want to look into actually upgrading my stuff here. Because I don't have the modular armor yet. I can build one. So why not? Let's go ahead and do that. I know I want to need I don't know how many solar panels I'm going to need for that. To keep it powered at least. I mean, I guess I can look at doing personal batteries. But we need a place that makes batteries, which I don't have yet. I know it's something you have to do here. Which I need copper. I need sulfuric acid. Alright, well. It's not like I have a bunch of it. So, alright. What is... Alright. It's probably just a crafting area. What we need to do. Or a crafter for a battery. Or no, I'm saying I need one of these things. So let's put that there. We'll put it right here. I think that'll work. Then we can bring iron from over here and whatever else we needed. I don't remember what the other thing we needed is. copper and iron. So what I can do, actually I want to move it back one because both inputs are for sulfuric acid. So that works. So I can get iron over here pretty easily. Copper might be a different story. So let's use a splitter. Surprise, you know. I think the splitter is one of my nicest things in here. Let's see here. Do there and then there. So you connect the dots and then. Let's see. Splitter, we need to run it there. Probably right there is where I need to break it off at. Alright, now we can get our iron up to here. There we go. So there is that. Now where's our closest copper source? Would be a good question to ask. I'll have to create just a new line down through somewhere. I don't think I'm going to be able to like bring it halfway across the place here. I think I can maybe run it right through there, maybe. And it'd be a good place for it, so something like that. And I think I can do this from here. If I hold on, I got that backwards. Alright, so there's that. So let's turn this to there. Bring this straight back. Just split it right there. Another underground pipe as well. Some more conveyor belts. See, more of everything is what it sounds like. Alright, so we're going to split it. We're going to remove that, split it. Everything still has power, so that's a good thing. Let's go underground to there. Rotate this around like so. Let's start bringing iron down here. So we now have iron up to this point here. Oh, it's actually right there. It's actually not as far as I thought it would be. If I bring this straight down to here, let's actually rotate it like so. I'm wondering about something. I wonder if we can... Oop, that's not what I wanted to do. Actually, I want one of these. Can we... No, it has to be in that where that coal is. Alright, so never mind about that. Let's actually get rid of this coal line there. Break an underground section out for it. There we go. Slide that to there. And we need a fast inserter, which we can now put there. So now we're actually producing batteries. We'll need an out of some sort. So probably just from there. We'll just plunk them in there. So now we've got plenty of batteries being built. Still might need another sulfur refinery or sulfur refiner because they're I know they're a little bit lacking up here. They still have a good amount up there, but still a bit concerned about that. All right, so should we create one more? I'm not worried about it right this second. If you really notice that our research is going down the tube, then maybe. But if you look now, maybe actually might actually help. You know what? I ate right before I streamed, but man, good spaghetti. I actually had some really good spaghetti on vacation. I know some people said, welcome back. I was gone for about 2 weeks. I was actually in Walt Disney World. Did have spaghetti one night at Tony's Town Square Plaza restaurant. It's a really long name. But funny story about that one. I know I've told a couple stories already about my vacation, but eating there one night, and I'm like, all right, what? They had something on the menu: spaghetti and impossible meatballs. And I'm like, all right, I gotta know what those are. And I'm like, oh, I'm wondering if like it's a massive meatball or whatever. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna order it. You know, why not? I'm on vacation. Let's give it a try. Come to find out, was not a big meatball. As a matter of fact, it was 4 small ones. It was it was meatless meatballs. So I don't know how that worked, but they were good. I think they were made out of mushroom instead. So a little bit different than what I would usually get, but it was actually pretty good still. I would order it again. And so yeah, that was first time I ever tried impossible meat or meatless stuff. And so it wasn't bad. I think I probably would have preferred a meatball, but that's okay. I'm not that concerned. You know, it wasn't anybody's mistake but my own if I wanted that. So, all right. So, let's get the last one, another one going here. Got the petroleum already hooked up. Some more pipes in here. The water will have to go there. And bring not enough pipes still. There and bring that down to there. All right. Now I need an out, which this might be a little tricky, but I think I can do it. It's actually not bad. Just that. There we go. All right, we got another one going here, and I believe, funny enough, I've trapped myself again. All right, let's get that fixed. There we go. This is a pretty large oil processing area. I'm actually kind of surprised. It's a neat thing to see, though. I quite like it. There we go. All right, so let's see how. Let's see if we can maybe speed up our research a little bit more, in some way, shape, or form. What do we got? What is it waiting? It's not really waiting on anything. It's just going super slow. All right. Speaking of going super slow, let's see if we can maybe build some speed modules. And I'm talking speed module 2s. So what we need the advanced circuits. So we'll get the advanced circuits from over here in our stash. I'll just throw those back in there. And then we need 5 processing units. So the processing units, I think, take the advanced circuit. Oh, they take sulfuric acid. All right. Well, that kind of throws a wrench in the plans a little bit. But we can still do that, I guess. So what we'll need, do we have a crafter? I do already have a crafter. So let's actually set this up down by the sulfuric acid. Maybe, well, really, we have a sulfuric acid line that goes all the way up north here. So I don't know why I'm complaining too much. Can we, where is our bin at? What's up there? I actually have iron for this one. Actually, you know what? We can actually just put the crafter down here. I can run a pipeline. It's not a huge deal. Let's see here. Let's do something like that. We will need to add up quite a bit more piping, so we'll need just to grab a bunch of those. Because I want to tell it to start. It's going to craft processing units. So we're going to have to get the green ones down here too, which really we have. Actually, this might be pretty simple to solve. If we have the copper wiring there, we can just figure out a way to get steel plates down here. Would not be that hard to do at all. So let's do that. Put that there. We're going to create the basic circuits. And then a fast inserter there. And then we'll just have to figure out a way to get steel pipe or iron pipe or iron plates down to there. Won't be too hard, I don't think. We rotate that to there. In fact, we do this. And hold on, actually, I have to. we go. So there is now sulfuric acid in there. We'll need some of these guys. Want to take it a little bit slower with those because those are a little more expensive to build. But we do need to figure out to get some iron plates over here. But I think the closest ones are going to be here. The problem is I have no idea how to get those over there. Alright, well, really we have all this iron right here. What would happen if I just created... Do we have an extra one? I do have an extra one. Alright, I'm going to do something a little unorthodox for myself. I'm going to go ahead and create... Hold on, let's see where this extended one, how far that one can go. If I move that to there, rid of those, do the underground to there. So now this can feed the electric furnace with iron ore. I think what I'm going to do is literally have this one just create iron for this place over here. I don't think it'll take a whole lot. Well, that's not what I wanted. I wanted those. Move that to there so it powers all three of them. All right. So now I can bring that straight across to here. Let's grab one of those. Now I can put that in there. Give it some power. Now I need two more. A couple of those. So now I should have everything going here. That way, holy, I have 400 and almost 450 of those there. That's a lot. Holy cow, how many of these things do you need? Why, just go look. I need 20 of them. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm actually going to place a storage unit there. That's probably the best way I can do that. And so now we do have one processing unit being built. So let's go ahead and do this. And do an out into a steel container. And there we go. So now we should hopefully have some coming in there. Honestly, we probably need a second one of these just to produce enough to feed this one machine here. You also got to remember, we got to now build these things, which also take both advanced circuits and the electronic circuits. Alright, well, let's actually make this a little more, I guess, productive. The cliff. Do we have? We do. Need more explosives. Alright, let's go run down and grab some more explosives, and I'll show you why here in just a moment. Let's see here. Where's my explosives? There's my explosives. Plenty of explosives. Need some cliff explosives, what I need. Alright, so number one, I want to blow up this cliff here. It shouldn't damage anything else around it. But essentially what I'm going to do, I'm going to split the copper line here. I'm going to bring, kind of S-curve this a little bit more and to bring it to here. So give me a little more room so I can turn one, and then I'm going to bring it underground here and then turn it into here. So it'll grab everything from this conveyor belt, everything we'll need to create these circuits. In that case, what I can then do is actually... Oh, is that not like oh, I can just build over top of them. Well, never mind then. I don't need those cliff explosives. Do we have any cliffs we can throw them at? Oh, right here. How about this? Boom. Nailed it. Alright, so let's get this all redone real quick. So rotate this down to there. And then like that. Actually, you know what I could do? It might just be easier. Where is it? I can build one of these things. We're running a little low on by iron. Do that. Now I can do this. Turn. And I'm out of whatever material it is. I think it's iron. Yeah, I'm gonna iron. Alright, let's go grab some more iron really quick. Just over here. I was actually up north more. There it is. Alright, we'll do one of those and a couple of these. So, we can actually run this underground here. Turn, turn, and down. So now this will place the copper wiring on the outside here, where this guy can pick up both his stuff. So there we can, yep, so he'll grab both. But now we can actually use this and run this out to here. And we can create another crafter. Put it here. We'll need, oh, actually I'll put it here. But I will need one more of the inserters. And that should allow me the ability to actually create enough for, hopefully enough for both items here. We'll see. I don't know how well it'll go, but this hopefully should work. There. And in. This does need power. We'll need to start producing a little bit more on the iron plate side. So we will split this underground, and we need a splitter. Put the splitter, let's see. I'm gonna bring, actually, if I just do this, put this whole thing underground, and rotate that. And these go that way. There we go. So something's not right there. Let's do this. So we can split it here. And then bring this to there. And if we need more, we can always create more furnaces. We don't need that one anymore, but we will need 2 of the blue ones. We actually need 3 of the blue ones. 2 and a 3rd. There it is. Some more power. There we go. So now that's producing double the iron, hopefully. Tell it what to build down here. Let's do that. Now, I don't know if this will work, but, you know, we will need more iron. We might try to just find a way to actually bring more iron up here. Either via splitting something or what have you. Because I don't think these 2 by themselves will actually process enough. I don't know why this goes this far down. So, here's my idea. We're going to bring this across to there. Rotate that in so it keeps going that way. And then splitter there. Still not gonna be an easy task. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. I think while this kind of works, I don't think it's really what we need to do. So let's get everything processing down at the main facility. We can always add the 2 that we just had down there as well. So it won't be too awful bad. While I'm thinking about it also, let me go ahead and dump all this iron ore off there. Get it back in our system here. Alright, so oh, so for a second, where was I working on it? Over here. So if I split it here, and then only a couple of these guys, see how far I can get with that one. I can't get it to there. But I bet you I can move this over one. And just put a pipe here. Or I can even see if I can stretch. Nope, that one is going as far as it can go. Alright, we'll do that. That'll work too. So we can do this now. So we get iron to there now. We bring it right through there. But, at least probably do a couple of those. Be there when we need to put that again. Oh, it's one short. But I can live with that. I can put that there and then just turn it there. That there. And then slide that across to there. I've almost got this. Alright, come on, and turn, and like that. There, now it should have all the iron it should ever need. Alright. I want to know how in the world 2 circuits got on. Hold on, how are circuits getting on this conveyor belt here? It's coming from here. Alright, hold on. What did I mess up? I've messed up here because this should only... Alright, hold on. I messed this up a little bit. It's putting it up... Oh, crap, we're out of power. Well, that's an issue. Alright, I'll have to solve that here momentarily. This one actually on the output priority. We only do left. Alright, what's going on down here? Hold on. So we have no steam. So why don't we have steam? We don't have fuel. Why don't we have fuel? Alright, hold on. Alright, why are we out of petroleum? We shouldn't be out of petroleum. We have plenty of crude oil. Alright, well this is a bit of an issue. I know this is one of the reasons I keep the coal things around. Just so that if something like this does happen. Am I just not producing enough solid fuels? It's possible. Let's at least get all of our boilers re-going here. And so that should at least provide us enough steam to at least figure out what in the world's going on with our petroleum. We might just not be producing enough solid fuels. that case, we do need to produce quite a bit more. Because, I mean, our whole power grid's based on solid fuels. That's the reason I have 17 of them, too. I wonder if that'll work. I don't know. We'll try this. Solid fuels. It does not. Alright, well. Is there a petroleum pipe anywhere that we can borrow? Doesn't look like it. Alright, let's replace this down one. For solid fuels. And let's see here. Yeah, just run it right straight down through there and get our petroleum that we need. There we go. Let me get rid of that one too. Need power to this place. Alrighty. Need an inserter. I really actually, it looks like we're actually not producing enough petroleum. Which in that case is a bigger issue, because that means we need more oil refineries. And in that case, we need to produce, we can produce 6 more. Alright, we're about to keep everything else on pause right now, but we're also waiting on nuclear power. I think we need to pretty much take up this entire area. We're going to put 6, we're going to double our oil refining capacity. This will be interesting. If not, we have a huge issue with our power situation, because it won't be able to produce enough petroleum to, or produce enough solid fuels to really fuel any sort of boiler action here. Alright, so do something like this. Try to use as little room as we can. So let's do something like that. We will need some of these guys. I'm going to run up and grab some more iron plates here shortly. So while we're waiting, let's just go ahead and do that. Let's also check on the boilers. Make sure they still have plenty of fuel. I don't have much on me, but at least it'll be enough to keep us going here. And I don't. That's not ideal. We got a good amount of steam. We're probably running low on power, but let's see. I do have a storage area of coal. It's got some in it. So let's get that over to these guys. Unfortunately, the coal burns a lot faster than the petroleum. Well, if we can get the petroleum back on, they burn a lot quicker. Or they burn, I'm sorry, they burn a lot slower, so they actually get more out of it. Grab our iron really quick while we wait. I mean, worst comes to worst, I can pick up a bunch of coal from different sources here. So it's not like it's a huge deal. It might take us a minute to get back going. Iron is what I'm looking for. Still, actually waiting on advanced circuits now. Oh, that's right, 'cause I messed up over here. I'm gonna fix this too. What I can do, though, actually do something. Actually, I want to bring that one back here. We can put this guy back to where he was. Move this one to a line there. And put some more power up here. So this guy is whitelisting only copper wiring. Boosh. do some fancy stuff with this one because let's only do copper wiring. So it was putting on the wrong side of the conveyor belt. There we go. That should fix that part. Let's go ahead and ride this down and clear off all that. That's right, it's still having this issue. Alright, hold on. Actually, I can fix this pretty easily. Let's do that. Alright, so now we still have a power issue. Let's just grab a bunch of coal. For right this second. Not ideal, but that's what we got. It's always why you want to keep a backup plan. So, and then my backup plan right now is coal. And it's really odd. We seemed like we were doing just fine with the solid fuels, and all of a sudden it's just like, yep, we're done. And didn't have anything. There we go. And I am completely out of ammo I can burn. Actually, you know what? Let's do this. Let's at least get the wood going. Wood, it burns super quick, but it should at least give us some more steam, at least. Let's get back down here. All of our oil refiners should be built now, so, well, you know, crafted, I should say. They're not put up yet. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So now we need to run a pipe from there to there. We'll need some power. And we'll need a bunch of pipes. Guys, once hooked up, start producing all the producing more petroleum, hopefully. There we go. Now we have to bring it all the way back down this way. Where can I bring it across to one of the pumps? Or one of the lines here. Bring it to there. And then... Oh, you've got to be kidding me. I'm like one short. There we go. Alright, let's get some more coal going here. Not the most ideal situation I like to have, but it's kind of what we're working with right now. What coal do I have? I have some. Alright. Let's go try to feed this thing one more time. Hopefully we won't have to do this again. So with a third solid fuel refinery, and with that, we've doubled our oil refining capability. Hopefully that should allow us to get back up and going here shortly. That's also a bit of an issue that we're running this low on power. I think it's more the fact that we're just running low on steam here. Or we're really just that bad off on power. Which, if that's true, then we need to create more of these guys. More of these guys. Well, I mean, there is petroleum flowing. I do see that. We're just using a lot of petroleum. It's a bit concerning, since we have so much crude oil. Well, how in the world we can have we're not actually able to keep up with all that. I don't know. We'll grab another batch of coal just in case. I have a feeling we might need to reprime the boilers again. Crap. Go. Well, this is starting to go downhill at the towards the end of the stream. Not ideal, I'll be honest with you. We need to get that nuclear power going again. So we can maybe figure out what's going on up here. Oh, well, 3 of the 4 are working, but those guys missing the advanced circuits. But slowly but surely, we are getting research back going. We have 33 of those guys now. What are we looking for processor-wise? We can actually build those. They would just take forever and a day to do. Maybe not the... Does the chemical... Hold on, let's see. Is there a chemical plant around here somewhere? Maybe not. Alright, let me look here. These do have... They actually have 3. We can actually build some speed modules for our... chemical... Or, yeah, chemical plants to actually make solid fuel. That might help us a little bit. I was kind of curious why in the world all of a sudden we have just a huge power surge that we're trying to figure out. It's a little odd. You know what, I might need to move that. Let's do this. Let's put them right next to each other. Get 4 of these going here. And they're out of steam. Well, right. Grab some more coal here. Maybe this was not the best idea to completely convert our power to solid fuel. It was a good idea, I guess, at the time, but now it's seeming like we're having a lot more issues with it. I am starting to see a few pieces of solid fuel make its way up here, so at least there's that. Well, we're starting to get a little more, or at least a little bit closer to where we need to be. I think maybe 2 more of those might help. The other thing, we're actually kind of running out of room to put more of these steam generators. One short there. Alright, so let's do there. Alright, so... Alright, we got 3 of them now down. We're out of fuel. Got some more coal from here. Let's run back down, hopefully get those things fueled before they go completely cold. We'll run it halfway around the base to get the other side. Well, at least there's some more fuel blocks coming in. So at least that's a good thing. We're actually producing almost enough. It's still not great. With all those fuel refineries online, that doesn't really like how much it's putting out, but I needed all those to make more fuel. So, while not ideal, it is getting across here though, hopefully. Like, this thing isn't even making a dent in these tanks. I got, what, 11 of them now? It's pretty crazy. And they're actually starting to store some in here, so that means at least we're getting some out here to these guys, so that's a good thing. I'm thinking actually this actually might not be the worst thing to do for right this second. Let's get rid of those guys. Rotate that. Let's actually reconfigure this to make solid fuel. Crap. There we go. And now I need to put a... shoot. What do I need to do? Bring that out. Bring this across. One of those. And then there we go. So now hopefully that'll start, at least get a little more boost in the solid fuel. Seems like it's helping a little bit. Don't see as much being so some of these are actually completely stocked already, so I think we got the solid fuel thing figured out. It's going to take just that would be an issue. Let's get that. Let's just do that. Let me just manually feed that one. Alright, looks like we're finally starting to get enough solid fuel back into here that we can we don't have to worry about it as much anymore. Our power situation is still iffy at best. Let's go ahead and feed that one so we get more, the most steam we need to. We're actually running a little low on steam now. So we might need to work on getting some more boilers going, actually. Which wouldn't be hard to do. I mean, really, the land is kind of the harder part. Yeah. So we're a little bit short. We'll have to grab a couple more pieces of land. I think we got plenty of fuel flowing through there now. So let me go run and grab some more land. Well, I think probably close to maybe 2 or 4 boilers will get us to about where we need to. I can create one right now. I'm out of stone. So there's my stone. I know I have plenty of it. I just needed to grab some. 2, 3, and then we need to make a bunch of land too. I can create 9 land. All right. Get back around this way. All right. Let's see if we can get at least this part going again. All right. We need to get the boilers first attached to. Ooh, we don't have the room to create those yet. That's okay. We will need to reconnect the water line though. There we go. And because of that, I can probably do this now. Actually, you know what? Let's just we'll do it the more simpler way. Do that and that. Let me grab some more water. And run this through the central area here. Or just run it to there. And we need some more fuel going through here. And we need to get steam through the middle there. Let's get power to there and there. This still needs its fuel, but I'm noticing that there's some more fuel starting to stack up over here, which is a good thing. That means we're not consuming it all. There we go. 2 more boilers online now. That one's still having issues. We have plenty of solid fuel over here, so let me just grab a bunch of it, throw it in there. So now we're back up to about 130. It's starting to climb a little bit more. I'd like to have probably 2 more online, just so that I feel a little bit safer that way. Because it was going up slowly, so it means we're producing enough. But if one ever goes down, that means we're going to be in a world of hurt. So, grab just a bunch of land here. We're going to need more land than that. And then we can start running up this way. That, and we can get steam going through the middle here. Those things are still having issues with energy, so let's split this, get both of those going here. There we go. They should have plenty of steam now. Yeah, 100, 195. Let's see, some of the more outer ones are starting to in the 190s now, so I'm okay with that. power, we're actually producing enough now, so that's a good thing. So I think we get our power situation solved, hopefully for now. We have plenty of solid fuel being produced now. We actually do have plenty of petroleum gas being stored. I think that was one of our big issues. Probably what we were working on. We're working on these processors up here. We're up to 65 now. So from here, what we need to do is we need to start building. What we need is build those first. This guy's not producing enough. Well, not getting enough copper wiring. So we're not getting enough copper. That's an issue. Hold on, why are we not getting enough copper up here? Seems like they're producing it. I just don't know. They're kind of just running a little slow on it. So let's do, first off, since they've got plenty of ore that they're not, processing, let's go ahead and grab a couple more mines. It's amazing. I'm actually having to add copper mines, not get rid of them. Like at the beginning of the game, had so many issues just trying to get, or trying to use copper. Now we're actually starting to get to a point where we need a lot more copper. Alrighty, so there is that. Hopefully that should take care of that. I know we're still using steel furnaces over here. Probably will have to upgrade that eventually, but we'll figure it out when we get to that point. Also using older... As I would say, we're using older inserters. It doesn't really matter if the inserters are going slower than the actual. Well, I don't know why we have this switch there. It makes 0 sense. All right. Let's see here. All right, let's go back to here because this is what we were working on to get the tier 2 modules. If I can pronounce that correctly. All right, so we need these. So let's go ahead and let's work on getting those first. So I need a crafter. I'll need some way to split this. Actually, we probably want to use a slower one too. Something like that. Just going to slowly fill that with the advanced circuits, and then we're probably going to need a third. Well, we don't have the copper wiring to build a third one of these. Which, to be honest with you, why are we not getting... Oh, because they sent it down this line here, and that's where I picked it up. Oh, that's an issue. Alright, how do we get... I might just have to cut this one off for right this second. I might have to like shift this one down a bit more, and I don't know. We'll figure something out later. For right now, this one. Still need copper. Oh, so we still need copper wiring up here. Where is it at? So there we go. We should have plenty of copper wiring now for all that. Which I guess in theory, we can actually bring copper wiring from there. We'll have to produce more of it, but we can always bring it to there, take components, or take the circuitry from here, make the advanced ones. That might work. All right, let's go ahead and plop one of these down. So we'll need a third one. That's all. Let's do another one of these guys, and then this guy, making the electrical circuits, which then will feed into another crafter that is doing the actual speed modules themselves. So it'll be something like that. There. Can we move this to there maybe? We can. So we should be building. Actually, I need to first do one for just the basic speed modules, which I can build over here. That's not it. I want that one. That to there and there. Build basic speed modules. And we'll need some power. And let's get the conveyor belt over there. And let's do that. So we got it. There we go. Now we're creating the slower speed modules. We'd like to get the second ones going here. So when you go out from there, we'll need to get another crafter. We'll put it right here. And what do we need for the other speed the speed 2 modules? We should be able to pull it right from here. We do want to actually want to bring this up one. See why I'm doing that here momentarily. Do that there. One more inserter. Alright, so now if I put my crafter there, put an inserter there, give it some power. I want to tell it to create these second level speed modules. Actually, I wanted to bring this up one more. Oops. Oopsies. Everything went wrong there. That's not exactly what I wanted to do. And then we want to bring actually this whole thing up one. And then we do that. And twos. Do one more. Do that to there. We'll need a steel chest. Put that there, and then that there. There we go. Now we're actually have a place where we're actually building everything we need to supply this with the components it needs. And this thing is out of power. Need power there. If I can... I have a way to do an advanced circuitry over here, which, honestly, if I bring this conveyor belt down more, if I can figure out a way, that's the plastic I need. I need the copper from up there and the electrical circuits. We can build another one. I think we can build enough to kind of keep this supplied. I think we can do it there. I think that will kind of be our next one. But I wanted to get the first speed modules going. So there is them. There is them. That's a sentence and a half there. We're actually running low on copper wiring. Which is kind of surprising to me. I figured copper wiring would be one of those things we're doing okay on. Which I guess what I could do is create another thing down here for copper wiring. But also I want to make sure that these things are getting enough copper to see. They're still lacking in copper. We might just need to produce more, which is possible. Got still only 40 uranium rods. what also concerns me is I might have an issue up here. So I might bring that guy back here shortly and see what's going on. I want a second speed module. What are we waiting on? We're waiting on these circuits here. He's waiting on advanced circuits because we're out of them. Ooh. Alright, so here's where we need to have the advanced circuitry. Alright, well. Essentially, I need to bring more over here, which I can really just drop a bunch in there. So we're creating another speed module. That's a good thing. But I think, because we only have about 8 minutes left of the stream. I know it's gone by pretty quick. So what I want to do here is I probably won't be able to do another circuitry thing again today. Let's do an advanced one. I probably will find a way to figure out how to make this kind of self-sufficient so we can just, well, let this produce speed modules, at least speed module number 2s. That'd be kind of nice. Besides, guys start heading back to the main base here. Close to getting that done. We're getting close on that one. And boosh. Alright, so we got 2 level 2 speed modules. The train's coming back. So I can ride that back to the ore refinery. Or the ore refinery, the uranium mine. So that'll be nice and good for me. Trying to think if there's a way we can actually make this faster with just this. Hold on, crap. Alright, hold on. You need to get in here. Go. So we have what? We still have 2 full tanks of sulfuric acid up here. I might just make this an or statement, so either 120 seconds or 2 minutes has passed. But we can go ahead and put a speed module in both of our things here. Hopefully they'll speed up that process just a little bit more. Looks like it's cooking. Let's see what it looks like if 2 is in one of them. What was I? There. So that cooks pretty good. I mean, it's still not perfect, but it's at least something. So let's ride the train back once it goes. As long as we have still. I mean, it's still full of your sulfuric acid up here, so I'm not really that concerned with it. Let's just head back. I'll click the base. I'll click the override button there. Alright, well, as we pull back into base here, see all the stuff we accomplished today, guys. So we are getting to the end of the stream here, but ooh, I almost got hit by the train. There's only got 3 in it. Alright. So, what do we do today? Well, if you guys are kind of just joining me or kind of curious what we did, we actually got our uranium mine up and going today. We actually do have our first set of fuel rods going. And we did have a few other issues. We actually did set up this area to actually process. Oh, we actually have 2 more. Great. To actually process speed modules, so we can get those up to our centrifuges up north. However, we did have some power issues as well, so we actually added on. We actually doubled our refinery here. And now I bet, yeah, this is actually starting to fill up pretty, but they're not quite halfway, but they're getting close to being, on their way to being full. We did have some power issues earlier, so we did have to expand our fuel fuel sourcing area, but look at this. We already have plenty of fuel heading up here, so I'm not too concerned with this anymore, at least until we start running out of petroleum again. So that looks all good. We got plenty of power. Hopefully we won't have to worry about that here soon, since we are working on nuclear power. And we're kind of iffy trying to get to it. We had some issues with our research with running out of power, running out of beakers, stuff like that. So I think eventually we'll, or hopefully probably next stream, we'll get nuclear power started. And that should be pretty nice. What are we still? We're still missing those advanced circuits. I think we're gonna have to maybe just create an area just to do advanced circuitry, which might be kind of nice. I might just have like 5 processing plants for them. But let's actually, before we wrap up, let's get let's go ahead and have this guy come back. We got about 3 minutes left, and so let's go get these last 2 speed modules put in, just so that we kind of accomplished our goal of getting our uranium mine completely sped up as fast as we can get them, and then that'll be quite nice. That'll give me another week to figure out how the world nuclear power works, and we can get that going next week. Here's my train. Catch that. There we go. We're off again. Well, I actually had quite a bit of fun. I'm kind of glad. I'm glad to be back. You know, I needed a break, both from a job and from kind of streaming. I was getting a little bit burned down on a couple things, but you know what? I am glad I am back. I'm actually having quite a bit of fun here. So yeah, let's go throw those in there. So now we get 2 centrifuges processing as fast as they can. It looks like they're actually starting to keep up with some of these mines here, so that is a good thing to see. But guys, I think that's going to be it for me today. I'll take a ride back to the main base. But while I do that, I'm going to talk to you guys. Thank you guys for joining me today. I really do appreciate it. If you are wondering how you can help me, I don't do donations or tips right now. Best way you can actually help me out, help support me, is actually just leaving a follow. That's all I'm looking for. I looked today again on Twitch, and I don't know if I'm just losing my mind or what, but it looks like I'm up to 46 already. We only need 4 more. That would be amazing to get to. I thought it was at 45. Apparently it's at 46. So we can see the finish line. We are almost there. We're almost at 50. Now, if you guys are curious what I was going to do for a 50 celebration or a 50 follower celebration, I do have some things I want to do on Planet Coaster. That's kind of the bigger series I do on here. So I want to do a special fireworks show at Thunder Lake. Also want to name the followers. I think that having a name for you guys, I think would be kind of great as well. And if you guys have any ideas for names, that'd be great. And so, if you are new here, also I do usually stream 2 times a week. I usually stream every Wednesday and Friday from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Wednesdays have been our Planet Coaster days. We'll play usually in the theme park I've been building called Thunder Lake. It's a completely custom lake park. But we're getting quite a bit done. We actually had a really interesting stream where we talked about buses the entire time. And then Fridays we've been playing Factorio. Been playing through this for 3 or 4 weeks now. And if you are curious of what other streams I do, or if you want to catch up on these streams, check out the link below the stream here. There's a link to my YouTube channel. You actually can check out all the previous streams on there, as well as any other ideas I've done. I've done a couple different shorter videos as well that is also on there. So if you guys want to check that out, great thing. They're all about 3 hours each, but I've played games ranging from Roller Coaster Tycoon, Planet Coaster, Mech Warrior, Colonization, old and new, great games, shooters, building games. I've even did a series in City Skylines. So yeah, if you guys are curious about that, please go check it out. But I think for today, that is going to be it from me, guys. Thanks again for being here today. I'll see you guys then on Wednesday for some more Planet Coaster. Don't know what we're going to be doing. I have an idea of what we're going to be doing this week in Planet Coaster, but I haven't quite got everything finished out. But I hope you guys will enjoy that. Have a great weekend, guys. Stay safe out there. Remember, Tuesday is election day. I actually went and voted today. So if you guys can, I would vote early. If you cannot, though, I will see you on Tuesday. Please vote on Tuesday if you can. It's one thing if you nothing else, at least do that. But for now, guys, stay safe, stay warm. It's kind of cold where I'm at right now, and rainy. But I'll see you guys on Wednesday for some more Planet Coaster. But until then, guys, I'll see you later.